Well, it's day 8 and it is super blowy and windy. We're trying to head off early and just see how the van does. If it's too windy, we'll end up coming back here. It's a nice place to stay for the night. Come back and just park and go to day trips. You can see Wyala Steelworks off in the distance there. And I'm wrong, it's not day 8, it's day 9. So the wind is really making it a little difficult for Neil to drive, so we'll see how we go.
We've got probably a couple of hours of driving to get down to where we want to go at Port Gibbon. So we're just going to see how the van and everything holds in the wind, because the wind is supposed to pick up to close to 35 knots a little bit later. So we'd like to get to where we're going ASAP.
Is it 35 knots or kilometers now?
Knots.
Knots? Okay. So we got white caps out there.
Monsters led the New South Wales charge with 116 of 98 balls, committed 256. In other results, the dual century led Tasmania to 5.
Well, we stopped in Wyala to Kmart to pick up a few things, a new comforter or quilt for the bed, because the one we have now just keeps sliding off the bottom and driving us crazy. And a ruler.
Well, driving one of us crazy anyway.
And that would be you, right?
Oh, yes.
Plus it had a little stain on it that we couldn't get out from when they were fixing the diesel heater, so no big loss. And we got a ruler and an eraser. So now we're on our way to Port Gibbon. Should be there in about an hour, so it's 12 minutes after 10, so we should be there shortly after 11.
I wonder if ZZ Top liked that place.
ZZ Top?
Yeah.
Why would ZZ?
Because Gibbons is the guitar player for ZZ Top, so maybe Port. I'm just putting it out there.
On that note, we'll close. Looks like a beautiful day, and again, boy, pretty plain.
Pretty flat.
Pretty flat.
Apparently, Wyala was a big sheep station before it was a town. So you can sort of see why. Probably raised about 4 or 5 animals on the peninsula here.
In case I haven't said it in the video so far, we are in the Eyre Peninsula now.
Yes. Over in the distance, it's sort of striated colors, like it could be a mine tailings or something over there. We had a better view just a few minutes ago. Might be coming around this corner, coming up. A lot more trees and things and scrub. Before it was just sort of flat plain with salt brush.
So you figure that's mine?
Oh, it certainly looks a bit strange, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When you compare it to the hills to the right of it. Like tailings, especially that top area. There's a sign here, trucks turning, so it's probably to a quarry or something like that. We might have a signpost.
So that was the South Middleback Ranges mine run by Simek. And they're an energy renewable company, supposedly. There's a painted silo off in the distance.
Good one.
It does. Hopefully we get up to it to where we can get a better shot. So we're coming into Cowell soon. 400 meters on the left. So here's the silos. I've zoomed in because we can't get very close to them. Hopefully you can see it. It's really windy. So we just stopped here to try to find out where we're going to spend tonight. We did have a little bit of excitement in Whyalla when we were trying to find the United petrol station. The excuse me, Waze said it was, pointed us to it. We followed the directions, and then it had us turning left on this street, and you goes, this looks like a one-way street. Of course I said no, it isn't, because it would say one-way street. So we turned left there, and we went past what we thought was an Ampol service station, and then vehicles coming the other way started flashing their lights. So it was kind of interesting pulling a trailer and going the wrong way down a one-way street. Anyway,
Yeah.
but it turns out what we thought was an Ampol was an Astron, and everywhere, like when I looked it up in Mr. Google, that said that was where United Petroleum should be. So we finally looked it up, and Astron is actually owned by United Petroleum, so it's the same thing. United Petroleum originally was Astron. Oh, you're going to have to really speak loud so that we can hear.
Yeah, so we're in Cowell, and this is the Black Stump. And it says, as a New Year's prank in '72, a large stump was placed between two hotels, on which signs read, "Best Pub this side of the Black Stump." The original stump was stolen. A larger stump was erected in its place, also paying tribute to pioneer land clearing battles. After several fires, the weight is 2,060 kg.
Wow. So this is a little town of Cowell, as Neil just said. We stopped here at the information center to book our camping for the night. Isn't that a beautiful old hotel? So where's the other one? And there's Canarsie Cruisers. So it's Point Gibbon campsite for the night. We booked for 2 nights, grand total of $30. And it's still quite blowy. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but there's white caps out there. Looks like sand dunes up ahead.
Yeah, it's still quite blowy.
Yeah, it's a very, very windy. A lot cooler than 2 days ago.
23, I think now.
Those little yellow things
Yellow.
you see, yellow balls, they're paddy melons. They're just wild. Pretty cool. So we're coming into Port Gibbon Jetty. Port Gibbon Jetty Campground is down there. Okay, it's got a little playground, etc., etc. And you just keep going. The lady at the tourist center said there's a lot of shacks around here. Oh, there's honey for sale. Might have to stop and get some of that on our way back. Oh, here comes the dirt road. So she said it's about 20 kilometers along this dirt road.
20? Oh, she did 3.
No, I thought you said a lot more than 3.
Or 26.
And Neil was right. It's actually 3.8 kilometers, not 23. He had to be right somehow.
In 700 meters, turn right on Port Gibbon Road.
Not liking this. It's pretty washboardy.